नेक्स्ट विल टॉक अबाउट द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ ए गुड रिसर्च. यस, एक अच्छे रिसर्च के क्या फीचर्स होने चाहिए, क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होने चाहिए. सो ब्रीफली विल टॉक अबाउट दैट. वन, a good research must be systematic. Okay, systematic means it should be pre-planned, okay, all the steps what you are going to do, what you're going to have in a research should be planned well in advance. Okay, that is a systematic. Then it should be logical. All these steps which you plan to conduct a research should have a logical connections. Like for example, the first I'll go for the problem statement, then I'll go for hypothesis, then I'll go for data collection, then I'll go for analysis, then the evaluation. So it should go in that logic. So it should be logically connected. Then another important characteristics of good research is empirical. Research must be based on empirical observations. Research should not be an opinion, it should not be something which cannot be tested, and for that data is not available. So सही रिसर्च, अच्छी रिसर्च उसे ही बोलेंगे जिसके जो डेटा है वो टेस्टेबल है, वो एम्पिरिकल है. I'll give an example. A person suffering from a chronic kidney disease, where doctor advised the person to go for dialysis, and after receiving the dialysis for few days, patient जो blood reports है showing a improvement, whereas the patient was more lethargic, he was not feeling good, and the patient perception was that कि my condition is gaining or getting worse day by day after receiving this, after taking this dialysis. Whereas the blood investigation shows that patient condition is improving. So I have to rely on that empirical observations of blood reports. What the observational facts are saying, if the research is based on that, it is a good research. Okay, so research should not be based on the perception, it should be based on the facts which are testable. Then another important feature of research is a good research should be replicable. Replicable का मतलब होता है repeatable. कोई एक रिसर्च को अच्छा रिसर्च तभी बोलेंगे जब हम उसको रिपीट कर पाएं. Then similar to that is a generalizable. Next, research is something that lead to generalizable. Generalizability means it's about its implication. Implication, okay? Implication means like एक सिंपल सा मीनिंग बताता हूँ जनरलाइजेबिलिटी क्या होती है. The result of a research trend true over variation in setting and site, or as a simple. जब आप किसी रिसर्च को किसी अलग एरिया में करते हो, डिफरेंट सेटिंग्स में करते हो, डिफरेंट सैंपल के साथ में विद द सेम प्रोसीजर, तो अगर आपके रिजल्ट सेम आते हैं तो वी से द रिसर्च इज हैविंग गुड जनरलाइजेशंस. Okay, so a good research should have a good generalizability. Then of course the very important, the good research should be based on the objective observations. Okay, objective observation is the observation of the facts, the collection of data without being biased. I'll just collect the information and to be analyzed in the same way, the way it is presented to me. I'll give an example of subjective or objective observation. Suppose there is 10 questions, and the 10 questions where each question carry 1 mark, correct response will be given a 1 mark and wrong response would be given a 0 marks. If someone has scored 6 correct question, person should be given a 6 marks without considering his own level, his expertise, your relation with that person. You will give 6 marks because the person has answered 6 questions. That is an objective observation. What is subjective observation? If the person scored 6 questions correctly, but you know that this person has, is not capable to answer 6 questions correctly, you will give him a 1 or 2 marks. You will deduct his marks. That is a subjective observation. You have no evidence of that, but you are deducting because personally you feel that the person do not have that much capability. So इस तरह के observation को हम बोलते हैं subjective observation. अच्छी रिसर्च में आपको हमेशा ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑब्जर्वेशन पे होना चाहिए. So these are some of the important characteristics. It should be systematic, logical, empirical, replicable, lead to generalizations and based on the objective observation. Apart from that, there are some other characteristics जो भी आपको consider करना चाहिए. Good research should be a problem solver. Yes, एक research अगर कोई problem को solve ही नहीं कर रहा है तो वो research क्यों करना है? Based on the ethical norms. रिसर्च बहुत कुछ हो सकता है. इट शुड बी सिस्टमैटिक, लॉजिकल, एम्पिरिकल, रेप्लिकेबल एंड हैविंग अ गुड आउटकम, बट इफ इट इज नॉट बेस्ड ऑन एथिकल नॉर्म्स, इट इज नॉट अ गुड रिसर्च. ओके, आई गिव एन एग्जांपल. कभी एक न्यू वैक्सीन इन्वेंट हुई और उस न्यू वैक्सीन को कुछ ऐसे लोगों को इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया जिन लोगों को वो इन्फेक्शन हो गया, एंड आफ्टर दैट देयर हेल्थ वाज कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड. So that research was for a good purpose but not ethically correct. Okay, so वो एक अच्छी research नहीं मानी जाएगी. Then अच्छी research, good research should always advance the scientific knowledge, and of course research जब भी करें it should be done by the trained professionals, especially when you are going for some interventional researches, inoculative researches. जो research करने वाले लोग हैं उनको अच्छा experience होना चाहिए. They should have a expertise in that area. And good research should be documented properly. Yeah, आप उसको properly document कर पाएँ, so other people can utilize the findings, other people can understand how you reached on these conclusions. Okay, so it should properly document it. Emphasize on a primary source of data. अच्छी research वो होती है जो primary source of data पे होती है. What is a primary source of data? First hand information जहाँ से मिलती है. Let's give an example. I just wanted to see the prevalence of absenteeism among nursing students. और उसके लिए मेरे को जो डेटा का सोर्स है वो है अटेंडेंस रजिस्टर. अब अटेंडेंस रजिस्टर क्या है? इट इज़ प्रिपेयर्ड बाय द टीचर्स और बाय द कॉलेज. तो देर आर हायर चांसेस इट माइट हैव बीन मैनिपुलेटेड. ओके, सो व्हाट आई हैव टू डू, आई हैव टू just go to the classes, and in a real time I need to check the attendance, and then only I will just calculate the prevalence. So आपको प्राइमरी सोर्स, द सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल इज अ प्राइमरी सोर्स. मैं खुद जाऊँगा, डेटा खुद जाके वहाँ पे अटेंडेंस चेक करूँगा और जो लोग प्रेजेंट है उनको मैं वहाँ पे देखूँगा, ना कि मैं रिलाई करूँगा उस अटेंडेंस रजिस्टर पे जो किसी और ने मेंटेन किया है. ठीक है, सो दैट इज अबाउट द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ ए गुड रिसर्च. Okay, so the next topic is the types of research. Okay, so another important topic, what are the different types of research? So there are different classification we have. बहुत सारे अलग अलग classification है. research को अलग अलग तरीके से लोगों ने classify किया है. So what classification I'm taking here? Based on the application, we can have pure and applied research. Scope, based on the scope, we can have exploratory, descriptive, explanatory, correlational, comparative. There are various types, and type of information we are taking we can classify as quantitative and qualitative research. Okay, so let's discuss about one by one. First we'll talk about the pure research. What is a pure research? Pure research is also known as a fundamental research. What is that? Fundamental research. What is a fundamental research? The purpose of fundamental research is to generate new theory, new body of knowledge. That is the fundamental research. Fundamental research or pure research are not intended or aimed to solve the immediate problem, but eventually it will develop the body of knowledge. Like for example, if suppose I just want to see what relationship exists between the lifestyle and the hypertension or the blood pressure. So I'm just observing the people for a longer time. वहाँ पे किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट मैं देख रहा हूँ कि उनका एक्टिविटी लेवल क्या है, वो उनका डाइट क्या है, उनका ओवरऑल जो लाइफस्टाइल है वो किस तरह का है, और मैं उसको आई जस्ट वांट टू स्टडी दिस फॉर नेक्स्ट 4-5 years और इवन फॉर 10 years, एंड आफ्टर दैट आई जस्ट वांट टू स्टैब्लिश सम काइंड ऑफ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द लाइफस्टाइल एंड द हेल्थ आउटकम्स. So immediately my purpose is not to solve any problem, कोई problem है ही नहीं वहाँ पे. Whereas the second category here is the applied research. Okay, so when you talk about the applied research, so applied research का मतलब होता है the research to solve the immediate problem. Immediate problem. Like for example, during COVID-19, many applied researches were conducted. Okay, so the problem, the purpose of applied research is to solve the immediate problem. They are never intended to generate the body of knowledge or etc. Like for example, simple example ले लें आप कि you've seen that in your hospital in that particular month, let's say in the month of July or August, you are getting more and more patients suffering from dengue. So now you conduct an immediate research that during that particular month, how we can mobilize our human resources to solve or to attend each and every patient in a less time. And once that problem is solved, that research outcome or the implication is only for that particular area. Of course, that other people can utilize the findings, but the purpose of that research was only to solve that specific problem. So that kind of researches are known as applied researches. In nursing, we conduct both type of researches, pure researches as well as the applied researches. Based on the scope of research, we can have explanatory research, descriptive and explanatory. So already in the purpose of research मैंने आपको बता दिया. Exploratory research means in-depth research where you wanted to find something for that little is known. आप कुछ ऐसा जानना चाहते हैं जिसके बारे में ज़्यादा नहीं पता. Let's for example, I just want to study the social discourse of children engaged in child labor. So that research is a kind of exploratory research क्योंकि इसके बारे में किसी को नहीं पता है, मुझे जानना है. Then second is descriptive research. यहाँ पे पर्पस क्या है, उसका स्कोप है just only describe. They never wanted to know why, how far it is, just describe. Like what is the prevalence of child labor in India? Why there is a child labor? No, it's not a scope of descriptive research. क्या है, क्या exist करता है is a descriptive research. Explanatory research where you want to explain the relationship among variables. So यहाँ पे जो आपका scope है वो सिर्फ explain करना है. Why this is happening? What is the relationship between the gender and the attendance in a class? Is there any relation? So when you have that kind of things, okay, that is a explanatory researches. Based on the type of information you have, you can have a quantitative and qualitative research. So what is that? When you talk about first, let's try to understand what is a quantitative research based on the information. If your information is a numerical, if you're collecting the data in the form of numbers, then it is a quantitative research and primarily it follow the positivist paradigm. Whereas where your purpose is to collect the information in a categories in a qualitative manner, then we call it a qualitative researches. Okay, so quantitative researches की अगर मैं बात करूँ specifically quantitative researches QUAN. So क्या purpose होगा, मैंने क्या बोला, numbers में जब आप लेते हैं. Like for example, I just want to see the prevalence of absenteeism, तो यहाँ पे number आएगा. I want to see the prevalence of anemia, तो number आएगा. Okay, I just want to see how this intervention has changed your knowledge, तो number आएगा. So that kind of researches are quantitative. क्वांटिटेटिव रिसर्च बहुत तरह की होती है, बट दो कैटेगरी यहाँ पे बड़ी है. एक तो होती है आपके एक्सपेरिमेंटल और एक होती है आपके नॉन एक्सपेरिमेंटल. एक्सपेरिमेंटल में अगर हम फर्दर जाएं तो देयर आर थ्री बेसिक डिवीजन, देयर आर मेनी, थ्री आई से ट्रू एक्सपेरिमेंटल, क्वाजी एंड द प्री. ट्रू की बात करें तो देयर आर 6-7 डिफरेंट डिजाइन आर देयर, तो हम आगे पढ़ लेंगे. बट ट्रू एक्सपेरिमेंटल का मतलब होता है वो डिजाइन जो प्योर एक्सपेरिमेंट होते हैं, ओके, विद विच अप्लाई ऑल थ्री प्रिंसिपल्स, ओके, लाइक रेंडमाइजेशन, कंट्रोल, okay, and the intervention. Quasi experimental is a one type of research where we do not have randomization, okay, two principles are there. Pre experimental means this is only the intervention, whereas the so experimental research का मतलब क्या हुआ, where you have some intervention and you want to see the impact on the outcome. Okay, so when you conduct an experiment, when you manipulate the independent variable and you wanted to see its effect or impact on the dependent variable, that we call it experimental researches. Whereas the non-experimental researches, if I talk about, these are also known as observational research. We call it observational researches, or sometimes we call it ex post facto researches. So यहाँ पे बहुत सारी categories हमारे पास में आती है, as you can say, all these exploratory research, descriptive, explanatory, comparative, correlationals, all these are the example of non-experimental researches. ठीक है, so that is about the quantitative research. We will discuss that in detail. Second category is a qualitative research. So in the qualitative research, primarily we collect in-depth information in a quality, okay, and they follow the constructivist paradigm. So primary purpose of qualitative research to understand the phenomena in detail. So we conduct in-depth inquiry, maybe for a small sample size, for a longer period of time, we conduct the qualitative research. Some of the examples for qualitative research, I can say phenomenal. Then we have, we can say like grounded theory. Then we have ethnographic. We have a case study. We have a historical. So there are various examples we can take for qualitative researches. So we'll discuss that also in detail. But अभी के लिए आप इतना समझ लीजिए, क्वांटिटेटिव रिसर्चेज वो होती हैं जिनमें हम इंफॉर्मेशन क्वांटिटी में कलेक्ट करते हैं, नंबर्स में लेते हैं, न्यूमेरिकल्स लेते हैं, और प्राइमरली इनका पर्पस होता है किसी भी इंफॉर्मेशन को या तो हाइपोथेसिस की फॉर्म में टेस्ट करना या किसी फैक्ट को एज डिस्क्राइब करना। वेरएज क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्चेस की बात करें तो वो रिसर्चेस जो किसी चीज़ को डिटेल में स्टडी करना चाहती हैं, इन डेप्थ स्टडी करना चाहती हैं, और वहाँ पे जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो आपके पास क्वालिटी में आती है। जैसे कि यू जस्ट वांट टू स्टडी द एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ ए पर्सन आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट। अब रिटायरमेंट को आप क्वान्टिफाई नहीं कर सकते, तो आप इसको क्या करेंगे, उनके एक्सपीरियंस को कैसे स्टडी करेंगे, क्वालिटी में स्टडी करेंगे। सेम वे अगर आप ये देखना चाहते हैं कि आफ्टर अटेंडिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर लेक्चर आपकी नॉलेज में कितना बदलाव आया, कितना चेंज आया, तो उस पर्टिकुलर वे में हम इसको क्वांटिफाई कर सकते हैं नॉलेज को ना। सो दीज आर दी टाइप्स ऑफ रिसर्चेस। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, अब बारी है आज के ज्ञान की, और आज के ज्ञान में मैं बात करूँगा कि किस तरीके से हमारे रिलेशनशिप जो है हमारे सोचने के नज़रिए को, एटीट्यूड को असर डालते हैं। एक फेमस सी सेइंग है, इट इज़ नॉट अबाउट हु इज़ राइट, इट इज़ अबाउट व्हाट इज़ राइट। हम ज़्यादातर इस बात पे फोकस करते हैं कि कौन सही है और कौन गलत है, और कौन सही होता है वो डिपेंड करता है कि हमारा उनके साथ रिलेशन कैसा है, बजाय कि क्या सही है। हमारा फोकस हमेशा होना चाहिए क्या सही है पे, न कि कौन सही है पे। इससे हमारी बहुत सारी रिलेशनशिप रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम जो हैं वो सॉल्व हो सकती हैं। थैंक यू।